As an actor, we are privileged that people look up to us, people follow us. It's a responsibility of an actor also to do some roles like these in his career. So, people even follow this also. 100 में से I think 5% या 10% लोग ऐसे होंगे जो really feel करते हैं कि दोनों एक हैं. I'm being very honest to you. मुंह पे सब बोलेंगे, सब जगह. लेकिन लड़कियां चाहे 4 हों किसी की, एक लड़का तो चाहिए. ये ऐसा बहुत जगह होता है. लोग तो परसेप्शन बनाते ही हैं. उनका तो ऑटोमेटिक मोड में ही होता है कि अरे इसने वो छोड़ दिया, अभी ये हो गया, वो हो गया. But till I am confident within myself and I know what capabilities I have as an actor to give. So I don't need people's validation. I self-validate myself. Later on in my life, once or twice, I thought about people came and told me, my family only people came and told me, तुमको लगता नहीं गलत किया? मैंने गलत क्या किया? ये रिस्क मैंने लिया था जी छोड़ने का. तो I don't blame anyone.
Somewhere आपको कभी ऐसा लगा कि not the audience but the industry in itself kind of stopped looking you beyond Mihir Virani after a point?
So people, if they didn't cast me for certain, that's fine because their money is at stake. I had a family. Okay, I was married. I had kids. I didn't want to wait for films to come to me.
Do you remember the first time you held Chenab in your hand? What was that moment
She
like?
came out of the OT and I was standing right outside the OT. And doctor said, girl. I said, wow. I said, wow. मेरी बेटी जब आई मेरी जिंदगी में, चेनाब, उसके बाद मुझे खिताब मिला फर्स्ट सुपरस्टार.
My next guest is someone who, just in the beginning of his career, gave an iconic role in the world of television. But I don't think that is what sets him apart. What sets him apart is the fact that he has always been up and running to reinvent himself whenever the time is needed. And that is something he's again doing with his next show, Doree. And it's my pleasure as I'm getting to converse with him for the first time in person, because the last time we did it telephonically. So this is our first in-person conversation. So join me as I welcome the amazing Amar sir to Bollywood Bubble. So firstly, sir, welcome.
Thank you, Akash. Thank you so much.
I have to say, मतलब Doree का concept, I think one thing people don't realize, even though there would be a section of people जिन्हें लगेगा कि आज के time पे why are we talking about this kind of discrimination, but it's still prevalent in today's time.
Absolutely.
To a large extent of the society, and no matter how much हम अपने आप को बोले कि हम progress कर चुके हैं, this still persists. So to be a part of such a story that talks about such a poignant topic, how important does it become for you as an actor to give voice to such a story, to give voice to a cause like this?
I think it's very important because I think as an actor, we are privileged that people look up to us, people follow us, people sometimes do things, wear clothes that we do, style. Similarly, it's a responsibility of an actor also to do some roles like these in his career. So, people even follow this also. What I am playing here in Doree in Ganga Prasad. Being a जैसे कि मैं कहूँ आपको कि सिर्फ छोटे शहरों में या गांव में या फिर ऐसे कोई गरीबों के घर में ही ऐसा गर्ल चाइल्ड का अबैंडनमेंट या fetus killing and all that and not wanting a girl child, वो सब सिर्फ गाँव में ही नहीं होता है. ये पढ़े लिखे अमीरों के घर में भी ज़्यादा होता है जी, जिनको पता है कि सुना है, लोग बोलते हैं कि लड़का लड़की सब एक होते हैं. हाँ एक होते हैं, मन में उनके ये नहीं होता एक. आई एम टेलिंग यू, 100 में से आई थिंक 5% या 10% लोग ऐसे होंगे जो रियली फील करते हैं कि दोनों एक हैं. आई एम बीइंग वेरी ऑनेस्ट टू यू. मुंह पे सब बोलेंगे, सब जगह. लेकिन लड़कियां चाहे 4 हों किसी की, एक लड़का तो चाहिए. ये ऐसा बहुत जगह होता है.
वो बोलते हैं
बहुत रेयरली होगा कि 3 लड़के के बाद उसको लड़का नहीं चाहिए होता. ये क्यों? ऐसा क्यों? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए.
एग्जैक्टली.
मैं भी इंजीनियर हूँ, मैं पढ़ा लिखा हूँ. टू बी ऑनेस्ट कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा. इनफैक्ट मैं तो 1000 बार इंटरव्यू में बोल चुका हूँ. मेरी बेटी जब आई मेरी जिंदगी में, चेनाब, उसके बाद मुझे खिताब मिला फर्स्ट सुपरस्टार, Mihir Virani. When she came into my life, she was born on the 1st of May. And 3rd July was Kyunki released. And after Kyunki released, I was like there. Yeah. I was in the industry before that also. Since last 8 years before that, मतलब 1993 से मेरी एंट्री हुई. इंडस्ट्री में, एंड दिस केम इन 2000. चेनाब के आते ही मतलब मैं कहाँ था. सिर्फ बेटियां होती हैं ना, वो लक्ष्मी होती हैं, महालक्ष्मी होती हैं. वो जब आती है ना जिंदगी में, तो आप मतलब बाप की लाइफ को कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँचा
वो तो प्रॉस्पेरिटी लाती है.
ठीक है. हैविंग सेड दैट, इज गर्ल और अ बॉय, आज के ज़माने में दोनों इक्वल है. पहले भी थे लेकिन लोग सोचते नहीं थे. तो ये ऐसा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन क्यों होता है
जी,
ये समझ में नहीं आता. लेकिन आज भी अच्छे शहरों में पढ़े लिखे तो करते हैं, तो गरीब भी क्यों ना करें. गरीब लोग भी करते हैं क्योंकि उनको लगता है, उनको ये सिखाया गया कि यार लड़का होगा तो थोड़ा काम में हार्ड बताएगा, पैसा. ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है. लड़कियां भी करती हैं, या लड़कियां करें ना करें, जो वो लड़का लड़की ऊपर वाले का आशीर्वाद होता है, उनका गिफ्ट होता है. ये आपको एक भगवान की देन होता है
जी.
तो वो समझ के आपको बढ़ना चाहिए.
वो
लेकिन ये सोच ऐसी है नहीं.
आपने जैसे बोला ना कि 3 लड़कियों के बाद भी लड़के. आई हैव लाइव एग्जांपल, मेरे जान पहचान में है, उन्होंने 3 बार ट्राई किया एंड दे हैड क्योंकि उन्हें वो बोला जाता है ना कि परिवार कंप्लीट हो जाएगा.
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता.
वही तो वो धकिया
मुझे लगता है लड़कियां जितना माँ बाप का ख्याल रखती हैं, लड़के भी नहीं रखते.
वही धकिया अभी भी है. ऑब्वियसली इट्स ट्रू, एंड अभी भी. बट यू आर गेटिंग टू वर्क विद अ पर्सन लाइक सुधा मैम. लाइक शी इज एन आइकन इन हरसेल्फ, एंड फर्स्टली उनके साथ काम करना एंड बीइंग एट लॉगरहेड्स विद हर काइंड ऑफ इन द शो, लाइक वो एक्सपीरियंस कैसा चल रहा है?
Sudha ji is a fantastic human being, first of all. She is a lovely person to work with. Always smiling and always talking, joking around, and wonderful actor, no doubt about that. We all know that. Wonderful dancer. I think it's really an honor to work with her. I mean, we had some wonderful time together. Me, my wife Sudha ji, all of us in Banaras also, when we went to shoot there. Even now on the sets. In fact, Sudha ji and my wife became good friends. So amazing human being to work with. Superb experience.
And आपने जैसे बोला चिनाब के बारे में, तो जब वो पैदा हुई थी, आपको कभी लोगों ने आसपास कुछ लोग थे जिन्होंने बोला कि अरे बेटी हो गई है?
किसी की हिम्मत है मुझे बोलने के लिए?
ये होना चाहिए.
But I was so happy. I was so thrilled. Everybody saw me, this guy is going mad. Nobody had guts to come and tell me, hey, क्या बोले तो सही, मुझे बोल के दे.
एंड मैंने इंट्रोडक्शन में जैसे बोला था ना कि आपको डर नहीं है अपने आप को रीइन्वेंट करने का, एंड ये मेरे को लाइन आप ही से मिली थी हमारे लास्ट इंटरव्यू में, जब आपने बोला था कि आई एम ऑलवेज ट्राइंग टू रीइन्वेंट माई सेल्फ. एंड आपने वो बहुत शुरू में किया था, बिकॉज एंड आई थिंक बहुत ब्रेवरी लगती है, बहुत करेज लगता है एक्सेप्ट करने में कि कहाँ आपसे चूक हुई, एंड यू डिड दैट वेरी अर्ली इन योर करियर. Was it difficult to, once you accepted it, was it difficult to deal with the industry perception per se, कि लोगों ने एक तरीके से कोई perception बना लिए थे आपके बारे में?
See, लोग तो perception बनाते ही हैं. वो उनका तो ऑटोमेटिक मोड में ही होता है कि अरे इसने वो छोड़ दिया, अभी ये हो गया, वो हो गया. But till I am confident within myself and I know what capabilities I have as an actor to give. So I don't need people's guarantees, warranties or kind of thing कि भाई ये मैं कर पाऊंगा नहीं. Validation, I self validate myself कि भाई मैं कर पाऊंगा. ये रिस्क मैंने लिया था
जी
छोड़ने का. तो I don't blame anyone
जी,
and I don't need to blame myself as well. कुछ चीज़ें, I'm very ambitious in life as an actor, as a businessman. I take risk not only in my acting career, in my business also. I'm into construction. I take risk there also. No risk, no gain is my formula. Simple as that. If you want to achieve something in life, you have to take risk. If you don't want to take risk, do a 9 to 5 job, simple, salary आ रही है, बैठो शांति से, कुछ मत करो फिर. See, when you step out of the house, you take risk. But risk कहाँ नहीं है. So, if I have done something, it didn't work, it didn't work. If it was a big thing, it's okay. I mean, that's fine. Later on in my life, once or twice, I thought about, people came and told me, my family only people came and told me कि तुमको लगता नहीं गलत किया. मैंने गलत क्या किया? उस सिचुएशन में उस वक्त अगर सही लगा था मुझे, तो I have to be with myself and have confidence in myself. I can't start thinking about it and feel bad about it and do 10 wrong things around me that point of time after so many years. So I don't go into that zone only of rethinking. मैं पहले सोच लेता हूँ कि ये जो होगा देखा जाएगा. चला नहीं चला आगे अपना अब देखते हैं. पर काम मिलेगा क्योंकि हम काम करने के लिए आए यहाँ पर. बाकी सब बाद में. तो उसके बाद by God's grace I did lot of variety of shows, variety of characters, और इतनी वैरायटी शायद बहुत कम लोगों ने की होगी. मुझे तो आई रियली थैंक गॉड फॉर गिविंग मी सो मच डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ variety of roles after that. So I'm pretty lucky in that.
And I think that reflects in the results also, क्योंकि मोल्की और डोरी के बीच में you have also given a big screen hit with भूल भुलैया 2.
Yeah.
So आपको काम हर जगह मिला है and हर जगह वो establish भी हुआ है. But somewhere आपको कभी ऐसा लगा कि not the audience but the industry in itself kind of stopped looking you beyond Mihir Virani after a point?
Not their fault. Industry का fault ही नहीं इसमें किसी का. See, this business is very risky. See, even a producer, I am a producer also. So when I cast somebody, when I was casting, so I felt कि यार नहीं, एक realistic check हो गया कि कैसे ये लोग cast, क्या, what goes in the producer's mind. The money is at stake, the reputation is at stake, everything लगा होता है, दाव पे लगा होता है. और आप किसी को फेवर करने के लिए कास्ट कर दोगे और वो मिसकास्ट है, then you doing blunder with your own production house or your own self or your own business. You're not being fair to yourself. So I think being true to your script and being true to your job as a producer, if you stick to that, चाहे वो अमर उपाध्याय फिट होता है, मैं तो अपने आप को भी कास्ट नहीं कर रहा था. चैनल का इतना प्रेशर है कि नहीं, यू हैव टू बी द फेस. मैं तो कहता था मुझे करना ही नहीं मेरे उसमें काम. क्यों नहीं करना है? सर मुझे नहीं करना है. आई वांट टू गिव समबडी एल्स अ चांस. सो दे पुट देयर फुट डाउन. So I had to, तो मैंने अभी जो शिमारो पे किया था शो, I produced that. I didn't want to cast myself in that, but they put so much pressure on me. I was happy not doing it. I was happy handling production. So I told them I can't do both together. Whether you have to do it. So basically, you have to stick to your. Though I suited the role though, but I didn't want to do it. That was my choice. So you have to be true to your script first of all. So if Amar fits, doesn't make a difference. Whoever fits should be casted. Yeah, that's it.
सही बात.
So people, if they didn't cast me for certain, that's fine because their money is at stake. So
true.
That's fair.
Yeah. And जैसे शो जो है डोरी, it's about discrimination. वो जेंडर बेसिस पे है. पर कभी आपके करियर में did you ever felt discriminated against on any kind of basis? Not just gender, but any other kind of basis. Because gender पे भी हो सकता है, because हमारी जो TV industry that is more female driven as opposed to the film industry is more male driven. So कभी ऐसा discrimination कभी लगा?
Primarily, yeah, TV industry is that way, but kind of role that I have done, उसमें तो mostly they were male oriented. मतलब female oriented story होती थी, but they should ultimately turn on to me. Maybe I'm lucky, maybe I know what. But even this Doree is a show like that, where foster father and daughter. So again, father is very important. They are like one. One soul. They're like, So I think होता है टीवी में. ऑफ कोर्स टीवी मीडियम ऐसा है, औरतें ज़्यादा देखती हैं, तो दे कनेक्ट विद द गर्ल वुमेन्स प्रॉब्लम के, उनको क्या इमोशन से गुजरते हैं क्या. सो दैट्स व्हाई मे बी टेलीविजन इज डिजाइन्ड दैट वे, एंड इट्स नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट. बट इन दिस ह्यूज टेलीविजन बिग इंडस्ट्री, where if I find a little space for myself where I can stand out, which thankfully by God's grace and channels, I thank channel also, that given me that kind of roles which my character stands out at par with the girl main lead, So
and आपकी जो केमिस्ट्री है ना वो बच्ची के साथ ट्रेलर में ही, मतलब वो टीजर प्रोमोज में इतना दिख के आ रहा है. Somewhere did you start seeing चेनाब in her? Absolutely. I always think if चेनाब अगर ऐसे मुझसे बोले तो क्या, मतलब मेरे आंखों पानी आ जाएगा. चेनाब, initially I used to see her when Chenab was born, and when there was a small girl child in the beginning, when Chenab became 6-year-old. So you kind of think that as an actor, it comes naturally if you have somebody like that. As an actor, you mentally you fall back and check के हाँ ये मेरे साथ मेरे लाइफ में ये चीज़ है, तो वो मैं कैसे करता था. So that is natural, so you kind of connect with that and try to take some tips from there. So वैसे मेरे साथ हुआ है definitely. And of course now though, after so much of work, we've been shooting for the last 2 months. So I think abhi wo Mahi is such a sweet little girl, and she's so cute, and she's doing so well as an actor. First time she's doing such a big role, and she's doing wonderfully well. अपनी lines याद करके आती है, इतनी cute है, प्यार से बोलती है, बहुत अच्छी तरह से बोलती है, बहुत अच्छी है. तो आई थिंक एक हमारा भी कनेक्ट बन गया, एक बॉन्ड बन गया है सेट पे. Do you remember the first time you held Chenab in your hand? What was that moment like?
She came out of the OT and I was standing right outside the OT. And doctor said, girl. I said, wow. I said, wow. Wow was my word, you know. And he said, no, I have to take her. I said,
But does your daughter feel pride in you when she sees you are being associated with
she
the
loves
story?
it. She loves every work of mine. She just comes in, Daddy, fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, she loves everything about it.
Lastly-
And especially this show, she's loving it.
Lastly, I
father,
wanted
daughter.
to ask you that TV has always given you the scope to experiment. It has given you a job at every point. It has always been consistent. There was a period of time where you were not working, and you have opened up about it. The 7 years where it was no, sorry, not 7 years, but there was a point where you were not getting work. But in the last few years, and after a certain point, TV has been consistent. Do you feel the big screen has not been that kind of supportive of you in that regard? Because last year when you gave a big hit with Bhool Bhulaiyaa 2, the film offers maybe did not came that way.
See, it's not about big screen. Has not been listening to me. It's my personal life that I am looking at. See, every actor has to look in himself how much he can wait for a certain thing. I had a family. Okay, I was married. I had kids. I didn't want to wait for films to come to me. Films would have come to me after LOC, Dhund the Fog or Vaha Ramji with Paresh Rawal. Films would have come to me. But there was a couple of months that I had to wait for another film to start off, and 6-7 months. And I didn't want to wait as an actor and as a family man. So in between that, Aruna Rani called me and told me, Amar, this is a role and I want you only to do that. I've tested 100 boys. I know you're not doing TV, but please come and meet me. And I knew once I will meet her, I can't say no to her. Aruna ji and me have a solid bond, a mother-son bond kind of thing. So, and she called up so many times to me, my wife, and I had ultimately gone, and I did Desh Mein Ek Lawa Chand again. I came back. So I didn't want to wait. So it's upon individual.
Yeah.
If I had waited, I would be in films only.
True.
But I don't know. Now one can do both.
Yeah.
So it's
and
okay.
I think priorities change after you become a family man.
Absolutely.
You have a certain.
And thank God, I got TV and now Doree.
And you are doing amazing work. And Doree is one of those shows that is gonna do wonders.
I'm reinventing myself as an actor in this. I've never done this kind of a role in my life. I've never looked like this, To look like this, it was a challenge for me itself. When I went for the mock shoot of this, there's a गरीब है, इसके बाद 200 रुपए जेब में नहीं है. इतना गरीब है, तो कैसे देखोगे? तो I knew how I put. So I tried something. ये सब मैंने पहना, ये सब बाल ऐसे करके, थोड़ा सा stubble हल्का बुल्का, salt and pepper type of thing, and I tried to look as गरीब as possible.
And it's showing in the result, and we are loving it, and I'm sure the show is gonna do wonders. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Amar sir, it has been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Akash.
Can't wait to have another conversation with you. Hope you had a good time because I had.
I loved it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hi, this is Amar Upadhyay and watching me on Bollywood Bubble.